Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do some rapid reviews for you slash overviews. So let's get it kicking off. I got the Kubi Knives Royal Premium. So this is Collins Design, CM Knife Designs. And man, this thing really is well done. I mean, you can hear it just wants to drop home and clicks into place. Got a decent detent. Could be stronger, but I think for a front flipper tab like this, it's basically perfect where it's at. You can roll it back. You can reach around it. You can reverse flick it. You can thumb flick it. And then, of course, you can do a traditional front flip. The reverse flick probably could be, the detent could be stronger for that. You know, I can get it pretty well if you come up high. It's definitely satisfying, but all the way down here, it's a little bit lighter feeling on the detent. This is kind of the nature of the beast with it. You do have this sort of sand wash look on the blade. It is M390 steel. And one of my favorite finishes on titanium, flamed titanium. Look at that flamed ano. That just looks gorgeous. Not lightning ano. This is flamed tie. And I love how it looks. I don't know what it is. It's just that burnt look with the blues and the grays, and then the blue hardware just looks great. Centering is basically perfect down the line there. You have an internal relief cut, which is really cool to see. Nice milled pocket clip. You have the KB on the logo there. And obviously it is a titanium frame lock. So it's not very good left-handed. Can't flick it or anything unless I come up here and do that. But if you're a front flipper guy and you're left-handed, it will do all the things. Of course, it does not have a reversible clip, so that's something to note. But it's very cool overall. I do wish I had a little bit of a stronger detent on this example. And then I just wish it was lefty-friendly, or they made some lefty versions or something. Also wouldn't mind seeing like a belt satin or something, a little hand satin, something a little nicer on this version. But all in all, it's basically what we were asking for. You know, at least if you're right-handed, you got what you wanted. So very, very cool. Shout out to my boy Colin on that one. The next one here is a Pena Knives Mula. This is an exclusive for Crane's Cutlery. And this one has all Moku tie accents. So the pivot collars, the clip, and the studs are all Moku tie. I think they went a little heavy on the flaming on this clip. It looks a little bit burnt, I would say. But that could just be the goldish in there. I'm not sure. Doesn't look that great to me, but hey, it could be my lighting or whatever. My biggest issue with the Mula has always been the relief cuts. Getting it in and out of pocket, it just zzz. It can rip up some stuff, but other than that, it is such a good knife. Has one of the best front flipper designs, just a little minimal pop of a front flipper. This is the sheep's foot blade version of it, which is nice. I always prefer that over the, I think it's a drop point, the other one. Very nice hand satin as well. Beautiful M390 blade. And just such a solid, simple design. You get to choke up on this flat. And man, it just feels so good in the hand. I've always loved this design. Flat grind on this. I really, really like the Tanto exclusive from Sons of Liberty. But this would probably be right behind it in terms of my favorite Mulas. Really dig it. The detent could be slightly stronger, but I've said that about literally every Pena I think I've ever handled. So no surprise there. You have the Pena clip, pretty basic clip there. Action's good. Riot OEM on this. Rollback move. I don't know about a reach around. Yep, reach around's working just fine. So solid piece here, centering dead down the center. And of course, you got that Moku tie on the back spacer as well. Very cool. Shout out to Crane's Cutlery. Thank you for sending this my way. I believe these are available right now, so you can check out Crane's Cutlery. I'll link what I can down below for you. The next one's from O-Knife. And this is the Parrot. They actually are having or just had a O-Knife sale. So O-Light has a knife brand, obviously a knife line called O-Knife. and they're doing a sale on them. If you buy like multiples, you get bigger discounts. I believe this one was like 25% off if you buy 2, and then it's like 33% off if you buy 3 or something like that. I'm not sure if it's 3 of the same or just 3 knives. This one has sort of a front top flipper, and it is in 154 cm in micarta. It's a budgety knife, but I've gotten used to it since I got it, and it is a nice little nugget knife, as my buddy Kevin, Knife Nerdery, would say. Fills the hand out really well. You got a nice little Wharncliffe sheep's footy blade you can do some utility cutting with. Very small, pinch grippable for some kitchen work or prep work, whatever you guys call it. And then you have a right hand only clip, which is unfortunate. It is sort of a wide clip. I like how they did that on this sort of wide knife. It's thin but wide. The detent is pretty stiff, and I'm not really the guy who complains about detents, but it's almost too stiff because I'll slip over this tab a lot. It's maybe the jimping's a little not aggressive enough for it, and then the detent. I think I could flick it. Maybe not. There we go. I got one off with the ring finger. See if I can get another one. Yeah. But if I go up here to flick it, you can kind of do it. So you could kind of milk this into a flicker if you wanted to. But you also can come up front and do a front flip, or you can come up top and do the top flip. I'm guessing this example is just on the stronger side, and most of them are going to be a little bit easier to flip open based on my experience with O knife. Flat grind, nice edge, just a solid knife on a budget if that's something you're looking for. The O knife Parrot, I will link it down below. And last but not least is a wild one. This is the Yan Knives EMW, which I believe somebody told me stands for East something West. Now I can't remember what the M was for, but it was EMW, and it was like East to West or something like that, because you have a sort of I guess this would be a Western, or is it Eastern style Tanto? And then you have the opposite, I guess, is the way you look at it. At least that's what somebody said in the comments. I didn't really get to read that full comment. That was today. I kind of perused it before this video, so I didn't get the full gist. But basically, they're saying like one blade is sort of reminiscent of what you see in Eastern culture, Asian culture, and then one blade is what you would see in Western type culture. So I would say this one looks more Western, and this one looks more Eastern, because it's kind of like your Quaken look to the blade, and this maybe is your American style Tanto, you know? That could all be bullshit, and somebody could have made that up, but it kind of made sense to me. I really like this version. They do have some other ones here as well. I'm just not the biggest fan of these with the liner locks. They don't have steel inserts. They're titanium liner locks, which is really fine. But they kind of just, I don't know, it's weird that you can see the liners through there. I'm just not sure I love the way those look. But they do have some fancy ones with Moku tie, and then these are hand satin finishes, where the fat carbon one here is in a belt satin, which you guys know I obviously love. I believe I was told by Crane's Cutlery, which is where these will be available. I don't know if it's an exclusive to them or if they're just going to have special versions, but there's going to be different colored fat carbons, and then there's going to be a leather slip that comes with this, and I believe there's also going to be a clip on the knife. So these are prototypes as I understand it, and they're coming out soon. And again, that's the Yan Knives EMW. And yeah, I like it. I mean, you can easily do the reach around right-handed, and then left-handed I like to do the normal front flip. So it kind of depends on what hand you're using, but left-handed, because the flipper tabs are over on this side, I can really get a good front flip going. Right-handed, it's harder because I have this whole frame here. I can do it, but it's not like snapping out the way I'm used to on a front flipper. So for that, I just reach around, and I can get a great reach around. You can also do the nice pop move, and then you have your batarang, which is pretty dang cool. if you're a Batman fan. But yeah, I'd say this knife is not for me aesthetically or really in any way, but it's super cool and unique. And those of you who are into stuff like the XOM and the XOK and crazy shit, you're gonna love this. It's super well made by Riyadh, obviously. The bolsters are really well done. Sorry, the inlays, like everything's done really well. And yet it also has that sort of gimmicky feel to it. I don't want to say gas station-y because that's going to come off the wrong way. But I mean that in a unique type of way, right? Like, it's hard to explain, but in a crazy-ass kind of way. It's gas station-y, but the quality is top-notch, right? Both blades are dead nut centered. No play, none of that stuff's going on. It's just really cool. So, yeah, I like this one. I don't have a price point or anything on it. I probably should have done some more research, but you guys know me. I don't do a ton of research. I just let it fly, and I give you links, right? I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that with Crane's Cutlery. I tried. They wouldn't give me one. But they are kind enough to let me check stuff out, so that's cool. But yeah, so check it out at Crane's Cutlery, the Yan Knives EMW. I believe I got that right. And then we have the Kubi Royal Premium. I'll link this down below as well. Currently, I've only seen it at Kubi Knives website and Knife Global or something, which I think they own. But if it becomes available on Amazon or White Mountain or Blade HQ or something, I will link that as well. We also have the Mula here from Crane's Cutlery, an exclusive, excellent knife. I will link Crane's Cutlery, like I said. And then we have the O-Knife Parrot, which I will also link. You can use my code LeftyEDC at O-Knife or at Olight Store, which will have O-Knives as well. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.